5.
Hosea 2 and 5. For their mother hath played the harlot. She that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers.
I will go after my lovers. I'm going to follow the way of the heathen. Read.
That give me my bread and my water.
That give me my bread and my water.
My wool and my flax.
My wool and my flax, read.
Mine oil and my drink.
My oil and my drink. I'm going to go after them. You know, that's how we thought. I mean, you look at it, another example. Go to the book of First Maccabees, the first chapter. And read verse 15. Wicked Israelites.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised.
Well, just read verse 11. This is in the Greek Empire. After Antiochus Epiphanes came into power. Read.
First Maccabees 1 and 11.
Who was of Seleucus dynasty, who was of the lineage of Alexander the Greek. Read.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Say they went out of Israel. Who?
Wicked men.
Wicked men. Read.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
See, here we are. It's that trap. So you got wicked men then and now that have made a contract and agreement with the heathen. Read.
That are round about us.
Mm-hmm.
For since we departed from them, we have made much sorrow. We have had much sorrow.
And we have had much sorrow since we departed from them. That's what, you hear what he's saying? We're going to depend on our lovers in Hosea 2 and 5. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, mine oil and mine drink. Oh yeah. I'm going to go after them, back after them. Read.
So this pleased them well.
This pleased them well. Go ahead.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Yeah, gave them license to be wicked. It's okay to be wicked. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Just go on out there and be wicked as hell. And that's when you headed for hell. Go ahead.
Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Yeah, that's why all these gyms and all that stuff they have, that's the custom of the heathens. Read.
And made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief.
There it is. Why? Verse 9. You understand just what happened during the time that the Greeks came into power. You don't say there's nowhere in the Bible except for right now. And you hear this. Read. To a high level. Read.
First Maccabees 1 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
And after his death.
After Alexander the Greek death. Read. The first emperor of the so-called white people, the Caucasians, the Edomites empire. Read.
They all put crowns upon themselves.
His 4 generals that he selected to rule his kingdom. Go ahead.
So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
Evils multiplied in the earth. So now, what are they under a Babylonian type of vibration here, right now. But look what we did during that time. Go to Jeremiah 44. Look at verse 16. Just showing you how this is a trap for us in dealing with following the way of the heathen. Being a harlot, that's the most I call you. A damn whore. Read.
Jeremiah 44:16. As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Most High, we will not hearken unto thee.
Hear that? We ain't listening to you, Jeremiah. You coming to us, we understand you coming to us by Shabbat the other side to the glory of Yahweh, but we don't want to hear you. Read.
But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes, in the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem, For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil.
Yeah, that, I mean, we gonna what? Well, I'm gonna read it again. Hosea 2 and 5.
Hosea,
What she said. Go ahead, read it.
Hosea 2 and 5.
Uh-huh.
For their mother hath played the harlot.
Their mother played the harlot. Read.
She that conceived them hath done shamefully.
Shamefully. This is shameful. We reading about it in our history, in our story. Read.
For she said, I will go after my lovers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after my lovers. Read.
That gave me my bread and my water.
That give me.
That give me my bread and my water. So my wool and my flax, my oil and my drink.
Yeah, here we are. Let's read it. Jeremiah 44 is what they said.
Jeremiah 44:16. As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Most High, we will not hearken unto thee.
That's right, Sam. We ain't listening to you. It's like we going for it. Some of my Yahweh Ba some of my Most High Ba some of my power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob Ba some of my in the name of the Lord and Savior. She ain't listening to us, read. They just like they ain't listening to Jeremiah, read.
But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth.
We're going to do whatever we want to do. Whatever comes out of our mouth. You know, many are deceived by their own vain opinion and the evil suspicion overthrowing their judgment. Here we are right here, reading it. Read.
To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
Burn incense to the who?
Queen of Heaven.
Semiramis. Nimrod's mama, who became his wife. They had a son named Tammuz. Read.
And to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done.
Yeah, that's what they dealing with in the churches right now. Read.
We and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
Yeah, so when we left our idolatrous type of mindset, now here we are suffering. But you wasn't in the spirit with the Most High. You thought you was in the spirit, but you wasn't in the spirit of the Most High. Else he would have done it to you. Read.
And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men?
Yeah, man. Just what they were doing. And they still doing it in tradition of men not knowing what they're doing. These different holidays that they have, they break on all these cakes and so forth. This is what they're doing. Having the eggnog and the drink offerings and all this stuff that we had back in the day. Here they are doing the same thing over and over and over again. Don't know where it came from. Ask them. Why are you doing this? You ain't made no cake that last first day of the week. That one day, that special holiday, they're making cakes. Thanksgiving. Making cakes and all that. Christmas and so forth. Making all these cakes and so forth. In abundance. Same thing that was doing here. Just don't know why they're doing it. It's traditions of men. Set up to make these cakes to the Queen of Heaven. You don't care if you don't call out her name. That's what you're doing. They don't care. That's why they got you worshiping on the first day of the week. To worship Nimrod, to worship Semiramis. All that stuff is set up so you will follow the pagans. To go to hell with them. This their salvation right now. You all caught up in their salvation, thinking you're going to heaven somewhere. You're going to be right there with them, following their way to hell. Thrown in the lake of fire. If you don't repent, come out of there. Look at the calendar. He said, worship me on the seventh day. They put it in your face. They put a lot of things in your face. You can see it. If you ain't in that deep sleep. That darkness, that gross darkness that the people are in. Gross ignorance. They put it in your face. And laugh at you all the way to the bank. Read.
Jeremiah 44 and 20. Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men and to the women, and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, the incense that ye burn in the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings, and your princes, and the people of the land, Did not the Most High remember them, and came it not into his mind, so that the Most High could no longer bear, because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations which ye have committed? Therefore is your land a desolation, and an astonishment, and a curse, without an inhabitant, as at this day.
That's right, man. And our land is a desolate place right now. It's in desolation. I don't care what they show you as Jerusalem. This is Zion and all that. It's desolation until this day, as the Most High said. You better wake up. Let's continue here. We done went to a whole nother lesson. But it's still dealing with this harlot that he called us. Prostitute, a hoe. That's what he called us. 2/3 of our people gonna fall right into this type of condition continually. Hosea 2 and verse 6.
Hosea 2 and 6. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns, and make a wall, that she shall not find her path.
Hear that? Most I say he gonna make sure that you don't find your way. You wanna act like this? You wanna be like this? So he gonna put a wall up that you can't find the way back to him. He said it. Go to Hosea 5 and 15.
Hosea 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place.
So he's gonna go and return to his place. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Till we acknowledge what?
Their offense.
How we offended him. Go ahead.
And seek my face.
And seek his face. See, I'm going to go and hide my face. I'm going to go to my place and hide from you. I'm going to hide my face from you. So you got to seek his face. Read.
And in their affliction, they will seek me early.
So in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. Now give me Lamentations 3 and 7.
Lamentations chapter 3 verse 7. He hath hedged me about, that I cannot get out.
He said, have hedged me about that I cannot get out. We're going to build that wall.